Okay. Hey boys, it's been a while since we've done one of these, but we've had some stuff end here recently, and I figured it'd be good as time as any to talk a little bit. We haven't done one in about a month and a half, maybe. I don't know, a little longer. We just had baseball season end, and Jameson was in the 7 to 9-year-old group, and Knox was in T-ball. And through about the first half of the season, you both were doing just fine. And then we kicked our practices up a notch. And by that I mean we went from going to just regular practices during the week with the team, and maybe to the rec once a week as well to try to do a little bit of stuff. We went to the rec every day for like 3 weeks straight. And it made a world of difference. It was like, Jameson, for you, things finally started to click, and you started hitting the ball much, much, much better, and fielding the ball with confidence, catching pop-ups with confidence, doing everything with confidence, which was great to see. And Knox was already doing a great job, and keeps getting better. And Knox, you're getting good enough to where I think next year I'm going to tell them you're a little bit older than you are, so that way we can get you into Jameson's 7 to 9-year-old team, because it's just kind of a waste of time at the T-ball level. You're already past that physically and mentally. You know what you're doing, so it just doesn't help you at all. So I think we're going to try to make that happen. Jay, you have a tryout in 13 days for the 8U Sting team, which if you had asked me a month ago if you should play travel ball and how things would go after your 9U tryout, I would have said, let's just stick with rec league one more year and then we'll see. But the strides you've made thanks to your practice ethic the last couple weeks, I don't see any way you don't make this 8U team. You've just gotten so much more confident and competent with your fielding and hitting and stuff that you just took such a big stride. I think you're in a good place now to make the team and do well. I keep glancing over, if you guys are noticing on the video, at a game I'm installing, which is EA Sports College Football 25, which is a huge deal because this game has not come out in a decade plus. This game, college football, NCAA, was just as much of a stalwart of my youth as Madden was, because when Xbox Live got really popular, they had online dynasties, so you could all pick a college team and be in it together, and get recruits and build up your team. Usually a small school that you try to make a powerhouse, not just one of the already strong teams. And me, Salt, and Adante did it for years, and then because of the money situation in college and paying athletes, it eventually went away in 2014, and I actually still have that game, or 2013. I got one of them upstairs in the 360 that I played for a little while just to get a taste of it again because it was so great, so detailed, better than Madden. Everybody will tell you better than Madden. And it's finally, now they've got the money stuff figured out in college, come back out this year. And so tomorrow we'll be able to play it and kind of start that back up again, which will be fun. But also tomorrow, you guys are starting soccer camp, which will be 3 hours in the morning, Monday through Friday. I will say this would probably be the most immersive camp you guys have been in yet. Jameson, you've been in some other camp stuff, but not that many days in a row, and Knox hasn't done any kind of camp work stuff yet. And kind of the same situation with this. You're supposed to be at least 6 to do this, and I didn't want Knox to miss out on it, and so Knox is 6 for this camp because I think he can do it, and I'm not delusional about it. So hopefully you both learn a lot from it and grow as players, and can take some of those skills that you learn and can translate those to the field, because we will have soccer starting up in about a month and a half or so. It's usually around September or so that soccer starts up, so that'll be good. And then we've got flag football for Jameson that will start up as well. Again, just to touch on baseball, Jay, you working your butt off the last few weeks has made you so much better, and I can tell you're having more fun with it. Like when you focus in that way and work to get better, it's not only fun for you, it's fun for me. I mean, you went and stayed the night at your grandparents', Nana and Poppy's, and it was like the first day we had taken off from going to the rec for an hour plus and hitting ground balls and pop-ups and hitting and stuff the other night, and I felt bored, felt like I didn't have anything to do because it's become so much fun to go to the rec and do that stuff now. So hopefully we can stick with it, and I'm hoping you guys keep this and carry this energy once soccer and football is done through the winter, so while everybody else is sitting at home, we get even better at baseball, and then step into next summer as monsters ready to go to work. So that's my hope anyway, but we'll see. I don't remember what all I talked about in the last video, but if I didn't talk about it, we got our Dolphins game stuff figured out. We're going to Indianapolis. We got our seats. Me, Jameson, and Knox will be going. Mavi, you can come whenever you're 5, and by then hopefully Mommy will be coming too, but we'll get that figured out then. So yeah, it's about 6 hours. We'll drive down, stay in a hotel for a couple nights, and hopefully have a really good time. Life stuff. Not really life stuff pertaining to us because we don't really mess with politics that much, but Donald Trump got shot yesterday, which was pretty bizarre. The world's just in a weird place for us here in the U.S. It just feels so far apart, and people's ideologies and how they treat each other feels very far apart. I don't know what to compare it to. 50 years ago, 100 years ago, I don't know if maybe they felt the same way. I don't know, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels like our country's farther apart than it ever has been. I don't know. Maybe that's not right. I don't know. I don't pay attention to it really. Politics isn't my cup of tea. I don't enjoy it. I don't feel like it's ever been useful. So yeah, not my thing. The Cardinals drafted JJ. Give me a sec. Sorry. JJ Weatherholt today. And I'm not as big, obviously, on the MLB draft as I am like the NFL draft and probably NBA draft, but the Cardinals have kind of fallen off the last few years. Not that they're an embarrassing team, but they used to be a contender almost every year, and they have not been for a few years now. And they've got finally some young, exciting players, and they just took a guy, number 7 overall, JJ, who was on some boards supposed to be the first or second player taken in the draft. So he's hopefully going to be really exciting, and we should see him in a couple of years, which you guys will be even better baseball players and pay attention more to the sport at that point, hopefully. So maybe you guys will be JJ fans if he makes it to the league and takes off like a lot of people think he should. What else? Sports stuff, video game stuff. You guys play a lot of Minecraft right now. You guys love you some Minecraft. We went and saw Despicable Me 4 the other day. That was pretty good. The ending was really kind of cool. They brought back all the bad guys from the first ones. Mom's doing good. Mavi's doing good. Job's doing good. I am officially the new PE teacher at St. Peter's, which is kind of wild. Just situation kind of came out of nowhere. They needed a PE teacher. Mom suggested it kind of half jokingly. I kind of toyed with the idea, and that's what I wanted to be, was a PE teacher originally. So we kind of talked about it and interviewed a couple times up there, and they seemed to like me enough. So I will be the new PE teacher at St. Peter's, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes well, and it's something I can do the whole time all of you are in school and make that work. Hopefully it doesn't affect my insurance job at all. I don't think it will, which has been going well for me. So hopefully I make both jobs work well, and it helps our family a ton, financially and security wise. What else? I don't know what else. Movies, games, sports stuff, life stuff. Our 4th of July party got canceled this year. It was super rainy and wet. It's been like the rainiest summer of all time. So we canceled that just because it was going to be a muddy mess, and you guys were kind of sad about that, but we still had a fun 4th of July anyway. Hopefully we'll get it started again next year. We looked at a house over in Mimi and Pawpaw's neighborhood, and you guys really liked it, and it was okay, but we're not going to move there. It's not a big enough upgrade from where we're at right now, and it just kind of makes you thankful for the house you do have, because we've done a lot of things to this house, even though it doesn't feel like we have. It feels like you always need more money for more things, but when you sit down and think about it, we have done a lot to this house, and there's some really nice parts to it, so we don't want to just pack up and leave it for nothing. So that's about all I got, really. I just figured I'd hop on because we haven't done it in a while. House of the Dragon, you'll watch it at some point, I'm sure, but this has been a boring season of that. I don't know what else. I don't know. School coming up soon. Another month and a half, probably. Month and a half. I gotta get this all figured out. Apparently I'm a teacher now. Who knew? But yeah, love you guys. You're all doing great. And I'll catch you next time.